Miami Heat. Hey everyone, with Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you look at the Celtics coming in. They're rested, they're ready to go, and they'll have home court advantage to begin here in games 1 and 2.
And I'll tell you what, I'm looking forward to this series right here. This is going to be a dogfight. We got a couple of teams that match up very well. I can see this one going the length. Yes, 7 games. That's how even these teams are.
Knocked loose, and this will be out of bounds, off of Butler. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
Hey, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Oh, bad pass, and the Celtics have it.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
Hayward, his first effort, off the mark.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Dragic. And a pass stolen by Boston. Nice pass to set things up. Cleans it up. Court Hayward, that's how it's done. Missed his first, that one goes.
Learn from that. You got to be a step ahead of the offensive player. Know that big is coming again later.
A drive by Butler, but his shot won't fall. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
When I think about Kemba Walker, I think about a self-made elite PG. He's a little guy that thrives amongst the NBA giants, and he's fearless. Let me tell you about how fearless he is. Even Alvin Gentry said he's probably the biggest competitor he's ever seen. You could put him right up there with the likes of Kobe Bryant from a competitive standpoint. That goes to show you that Walker will do anything and everything to beat you every possession.
Give it to him. Kemba Walker, 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
Here's a tip for your defense. You can't give him that much space. You have to push up into his personal space and make him play the majority of the possessions with his back to the basket. Because if you allow him to open up, there's no stopping him.
Slams it down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Walker. Dragic. To Butler. Yes, when this guy's open, look out. Nearly automatic.
I hear so many players talk about, oh, my skill set is this or my skill set is that. How about your skill set is your effort on the defensive end? That's something we don't talk about as much as we need to.
How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
And the defender's got to take note. Otherwise, that shot's going up all game long.
Butler to bring it up. They're down 3. Jimmy Butler has got 2 shots coming. A career 83% free throw shooter. First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Court Hayward, that's how it's done. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Beyond the arc for 3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3. On the shot clock.
Drive on the baseline, but his shot stays out. To Butler. Here's a chance from long range, and Jimmy Butler all in stride. Catch and shoot three is good. We talk so much about who are the MVP candidates, but there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront of that list.
I have a phrase that I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day, that they will do anything possible to win the ball game. He plays with his heart and soul every single possession and every night, and he will leave it on the court if that means he can win the ball game.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
They dared him, and he burns them.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Rebound hauled in by the Celtics. To Marcus Smart. Oh, he had him there for a second. To Hayward. Shot clock winding down. A drive to the basket, but the shot won't go down.
And you see so many players quit on the play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Not that time. Across the timeline, it's Walker. Shot clock's off as they try to get a little closer. Knocked loose. He'd get control. Goran Dragic. 2 of 4 now. We've reached the end of the first quarter here in Game 1. Jay and I return in a moment. This is the Western Conference Finals on EA Sports. One quarter down. Jay, is anyone gonna miss? Defense was not good in that first quarter.
The pace of this game has been prolific. As a fan, I love to watch. As a coach, I would be pulling my hair out. These players would drive me crazy. I need to see some defense, please.
I don't want to ask this question. What hair?
Why would you ask it then if you don't want to ask?
Just go in there.
Okay. Well, you went there.
Dragic with the basketball. They lead it. 4-point game. Goran Dragic. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
A couple of cracks at the line now.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. And a whistle.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
To the basket is Butler, but he can't finish. Knocked loose. He'd come up with it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Goran Dragic. He's now 4 for 6.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Cruises inside for 2.
Okay, I saw a little bit of a handle there. But let's see if that confidence is still there down the stretch.
Butler. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Great feed. Fires the three. It's good. That's the shot they wanted him to take.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
And it's Cantor. 3 for 3 in this first half.
Okay, that time it was effective, but a really good defender will put that in their memory bank.
We get a whistle and a timeout here for Miami. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Butler. Not getting the bounce. To Jaylen Brown. Knocked loose. Has a chance. Brown shot, no good. Waiters hits it, and the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
Oh, that was a big-time shot. But more impressive than the shot, the bench reactions. I love the celebration tactics. This is why you love this game.
3-pointer, and now a free throw on the trip. Knocked loose. He'd get control. Nothing going here on that drive. A drive by Butler, but his shot won't fall.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket. You're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Drive here, but the shot stays out. Waiters. To Dragic. Deep right corner. Shot clock for the Heat, down to 3. And the basket good at the rim.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Nothing going here on that drive. Bam Adebayo with the block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Good defense. He had nowhere to go. The result, jump ball. He knows he needs his bench. Brad Stevens turns to his reserves. For 3. Can't connect. It's no good. Knocked loose. He'd come up with it. It's theirs now. Butler. To Waiters. The pass set it all up.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand to be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Now the Heat going to use a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. New blood coming in for both sides. Goran Dragic. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Driving right to the basket, and the defender over-pursues, and he's called for it.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Oh, he had it.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
Good look that time, but off the mark. Dragic into the front court. His team on top by 13. And they call it.
Just a tic-tac foul.
To Butler. Jimmy Butler. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Bam Adebayo, snatching it out of the air. Butler. That one off the mark. It's no good. Deep threes at the buzzer. It's halftime here in Game 1. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway.
That's me. I got ball.
Hayward. It's good. Defense has to pick things up.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Off the mark. Well contested.
Cultures have communication. Great cultures have teammates that are willing to push you to limits that maybe you didn't even see that you had. But right now, there's no leader on this team. Everybody's just going their separate ways.
Butler. Whoa! What a finish!
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Celtics have it. And a whistle.
A simple touch foul.
Tatum. And it's Butler with the rebound. Dragic with it. Up a dozen. To Butler. Trying to cash in. Jumper's good.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles around and out. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Jason Tatum sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
And finishes strong.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Nice pass to get things going.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
4-3. They need something to go down. It's no good. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Count the bucket for 2.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
The drive, right to the basket. Give it to him. Kemba Walker. With that, he's 5 for 9.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
A pass taken away by the Celtics.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Ed, here's a next level comment for you. K-Walk is one of the rare guys in the league today that blurs the lines between the streets and the league.
To Hayward. Going to launch beyond the arc. And Gordon Hayward knocks down a wide open look.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
And counted at the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the past. The past is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Has a look. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
It was right there. Baller into the front court. Lead stands at 7. To shoot for Miami. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Walker to Jaylen Brown. Curling inside. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Dragic with the basketball. His team up by 7. Jimmy Butler for 2. Gets it to go. Someone clearly missed their rotation.
There is no better feeling than after making that shot and trotting back on defense, seeing your opponent stare, point, or yell at each other for miscommunication.
Ball's controlled by Boston. Walker gets it in the left corner. Hayward. And the rebound corralled by Butler. Count the basket inside.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
And they called a foul. Careful there, Jay.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Shifting gears. Here come some substitutions. Walker. Tough shot. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. 3 quarters down. And the Heat right now are feeling good. So the Heat will have it to start this 4th and final quarter. And this one, Jay, not totally in the win column yet, but with a double-digit lead, you have to like their chances.
I love when I start seeing fans exit the arena so early in this game, and I hear people say, this one should be in the bag. Well, guess what? It's never a guarantee. You have to be careful not to slow down the pace of the game and take the air out of the basketball. You have to put your foot on the gas and try to win this game with a sense of urgency.
To Dragic. Waiters. From long range. That won't go. From the painted area, won't go down. To Waiters. Has a chance. Won't go.
See, the defender did a really good job. He stayed down. He didn't go and bite for all the head fakes. He waited until the last second to contest that shot. Way to know the scout on me, please.
Miami with the basketball. Not done yet. And a putback slam.
If you know anything, it comes down to who wants it more. And right now, the offense is just hungrier.
Hands up, hands up, hands up. Here we go. I got him.
Pass stolen by Miami.
Don't play scared now. Let's push the ball. Let's get this lead up.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Oh, had him going there for a second. Screen coming. Walker. No good. That's great defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
And Dion Waiters still gets it to go down with a hand in his face.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a 3 is like shooting a layup.
Hayward, and it's Butler who grabs the rebound. Oh, emphatic slam. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. Hits a second. One more coming. Takes advantage of the foul. 3 for 3 at the line. Butler to bring it up. His guy's up by 15. To Dragic. Butler. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession You can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make two bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
Boston with the basketball. Walker. That's good D. Shot no good. Dragic into the front court. The lead is 15. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Missed it. To Hayward. Knocked loose. He'd get control. Dragic to Butler. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
To Hayward. Oh, can't do that.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Celtics have it.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Out of bounds, last touch by the Heat. It'll stay Celtic basketball. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Walker, and he stays cold from deep as he misses another one. It's no good. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Rocking the rim.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's a proud city.
Count the basket at the rim.
Stepping east, then stepping west, and laying the ball right down the line.
Covering all areas of the map. To Marcus Smart. Trying to cash in with the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
To Butler. Has a look. The shot by Butler? No. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
The element of surprise on multiple fronts there. Well played.
We get a whistle and a timeout here for Miami. High fives all around. This game is well in hand in the final minute. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Lets it fly from long range. That no good. Off the mark. To Jaylen Brown. Beyond the arc for three. Tough shot there for Jaylen Brown. No good. Waiters had made his first couple, but he misses there.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Lazy pass there, and it's intercepted. Deep three at the buzzer. The Heat with the victory. They've jumped out in front, 1-0 in this best-of-7 series. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night. It's the NBA on EA Sports, and this is Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals. From TD Garden in Boston, tonight, the Boston Celtics taking on the Miami Heat. Hey everyone, with Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you look at the Celtics coming in. They're rested, they're ready to go, and they'll have home court advantage to begin here in games 1 and 2.
And I'll tell you what, I am looking forward to this series right here. This is going to be a dogfight. We got a couple of teams that match up very well. I can see this one going to length. Yes, 7 games. That's how even these teams are.
To Dragic. Almost, but no good.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Count the basket at the rim.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
Deep right corner. Beyond the arc for 3. It's rebounded by the Celtics. Celtics have it. Kemba Walker. Tough matchup against Butler. sizing up the defense. Walker. Boston with 4 to shoot. Oh, he had him there for a second. Tatum's shot no good. Butler into the front court. Leads one. And stuffs it home.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Into the front court, it's Walker. Looking to make something happen. And Jay, they call the foul.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Give it to him. Kemba Walker, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
When I think about Kemba Walker, I think about a self-made elite PG. He's a little guy that thrives amongst the NBA giants, and he's fearless. Let me tell you about how fearless he is. Even Alvin Gentry said he's probably the biggest competitor he's ever seen. You could put him right up there with the likes of Kobe Bryant from a competitive standpoint. That goes to show you that Walker will do anything and everything to beat you every possession.
Oh, he had it. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
The okie doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
To Butler. Jason Tatum able to recover with the block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
From long range, his first effort off the mark. Nice pass to set things up. Slams it down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Celtics have it. Walker. Probing the defense. To Kemba Walker. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Changes coming from both sides right now. Walker with the basketball. Down a point. To Hayward. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Well defended. To Butler. Good look that time, but off the mark.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Can't do that.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Walker buries the 3. He's too good to leave that open.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
To Butler. Nothing going here on that drive. Too much contact, and free throws coming.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Knocks down the first. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Walker into the front court. His team up by 1. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Learn from that. You got to be a step ahead of the offensive player. Know that fake is coming again later.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Jimmy Butler trying to cash in on the three-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Ball's controlled by Boston. Probing the defense. And a whistle.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Brad Stevens will change up his lineup. Oh, the Heat right there to take it away.
Pick up that sense of urgency. Here's a chance to break the tie.
Easy path to the rim.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let him know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
And hits the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. To Waiters. Goes to the left side. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Free throw's good. A three-point play. And with that, they go up by 3. Boston with the basketball. Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Dragic with it. They can go 2 for 1 if they hurry. Turns and slams it down.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Able to convert inside.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
We've reached the end of the first quarter here in Game 1. Jay and I are back after this. It's the Western Conference Finals on EA Sports. Jay, in the first quarter, if you own shares of stock in the offenses, you'd make a lot of easy money. There was no defense to start this one.
Both teams are on fire, but speaking of competitive juices, one of the beautiful things that we heard during the timeout, in a team huddle, you heard multiple voices that weren't the coach saying how much more they needed to fight in order to win this game. Oh, trust me, the intensity level is going to pick up a couple of notches.
Butler to bring it up. Leads just a point. Slams it down. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
To Jaylen Brown. Oh, had him going there for a second. To Cantor. And the reward, he's going to the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
And his Cantor, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 77% at the line. First free throw is good. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Dragic with the basketball. Minute gone by. We've got a 2-point game in this second quarter. To Butler. Great pass to set it up. He was hacked. They let it go. Across the timeline, it's Walker. They trail by 2. Nothing going here on that drive. Give it to him. Kemba Walker. Now the defense has to adjust. He's 4 for 4 to start this one.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Marcus Smart sends it away.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Deep left corner. To Butler. Goes to the right side. Dragic to Butler. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
And add one more to his total. Hayward. Can't go down. Smothering defense. Butler into the front court. Up by 3. To Dragic. It's Boston with the rebound. Walker. Gets it in the right corner. Hayward. Still hasn't hit from deep in the first half. No good. Butler to bring it up. Leads 3. No, I missed a short one there.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
Walker to Hayward. Lets it fly from long range. And he still can't find his range from deep. It's no good. Butler into the front court. He'll run the offense. Not getting the bounce. Over to the right side to Dragic. The drive right to the basket. Can't connect from inside. To Jaylen Brown. Walker. Tatum. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Celtics have it. Take stock of the floor. Boston with 4 to shoot. Walker. Message received. Well defended. Butler to bring it up. Leads 5. Layup goes down. Well done. We talk so much about who are the MVP candidates, but there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront of that list.
I have a phrase that I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day that they will do anything possible to win the ball game. He plays with his heart and soul every single possession and every night, and he will leave it on the court if that means he can win the ball.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Miami with the basketball. To the basket is Butler, but he can't finish.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
Bam, Adebayo swats it. Out of bounds, last touch by the Heat. Pass stolen by Miami.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
And Jimmy Butler gets a look, can't hit.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Shot from the lane won't go. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
James Johnson with the block. Deep three at the buzzer. It's halftime here in Game 1. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen. All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway. Celtics have it. From the painted area, won't go down.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
And a nice finish at the rim.
And it's so deflating for the defense when you pick up right exactly where you left off at halftime. That's the kind of energy you need.
And look out. Big finish at the rim. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Butler into the front court. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. And he stepped out of bounds, turns the ball over. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and Kemba Walker knocks it down for 3.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
It's the Heat with the possession. Passed it off, couldn't keep it in. Out off Kelly Olynyk. Kemba Walker sizing up Butler. To Marcus Smart. A drive to the basket, but the shot won't go down. Butler to bring it up. 2-point advantage. And he'll go to the foul line.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
First one, count it. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Finish that. They'll go to Butler, down low. Off the assist.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Walker to Hayward. Here's a chance from long range. At long last, he missed his first 5 attempts from beyond the arc, but he gets that one to go.
Welcome to psychological warfare, provided he's not taking bad shots. But if I were the defense, I would let him keep shooting it. Make him think about it a little bit more.
To Dragic. Waiters. To Butler. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Ball's controlled by Boston. Walker to Marcus Smart. Knocked loose and a whistle.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Oh, the Heat right there to take it away.
Hey, lock up.
Butler to Dragic. Butler. That's Smart with the rebound. To Walker. Jimmy Butler, huge block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Butler into the front court. Leads 4. Celtics have it. And finishes strong.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
To Hayward. Has a chance. Hayward with a shot, no good. Tatum. Not that time. He misses. And count the basket inside.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Nothing going here on that drive. Knocked loose. You've got to get that one to go.
And he usually makes a living on shots like that, but sometimes maybe it's just not your night.
Oh, a lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul. Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Dragic. Pass taken away by the Celtics. To Cantor. He gets it.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Dragic into the front court. The lead is 2. Great feed to Butler. Wide open look, won't go.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
Walker to Hayward. you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
And don't you dare think about the fourth quarter yet. The only quarter that matters is the one you're playing in right now. Finish strong.
And the finish, slam dunk. Neither side is giving up an inch.
I guarantee you tomorrow on Complex's social feed, that play will have millions of views. And I'm really looking forward to this fourth quarter because the first three have lived up to the billing.
Oh, it goes down. Yes, it's better to be lucky than good.
Old school equals high percentage.
To Dragic. To Butler. And scores. Strong take.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
And the defender over pursues, and he's called for it.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. That'll do it for the period. The Heat with the lead. So the Heat will have it to start this fourth and final quarter. And you have to figure they like this spot they're in. Entering the quarter with the lead on the road.
Yeah, but Ed, I disagree. As a player, I'm not really worried about how big the lead is right now. I'm worried about what kind of energy we're going to enter the fourth quarter with, more important.
Boston with the basketball. Oh, a whistle.
His timing was a tad bit off.
He's going to play the matchup. Brad Stevens making some moves. Walker to Marcus Smart. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. And a whistle.
Welcome to New Age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Has a look. Knocks it down from mid-range.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Butler to bring it up. His group now down 2. The screen sets him up for 2.
The defense should have picked up on that action. That's going to cost him.
Fires the 3. Brown with the 3 with a hand in his face.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force a defense to collapse to kick out for, guess what, another one.
Dragic. Gets it in the left corner. Fires the 3, and he burns them.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
For 3. Rebound taken by Olynyk. Dragic with it. All tied up. Just underway in this fourth quarter. Butler. That is great vision to set it up. To Butler. Shot clock for the Heat. Down to 3. Great dish to set it up. A big finish at the rim. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
To Cantor. Won't go. Dion Waiters powers it through.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
To Jaylen Brown. Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go. And they call the foul. Careful there, Jay.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. To Dragic. Butler to Dragic. 4-3. Knocks it down. Defender has to get there next time.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
And too much contact.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Pass stolen by Miami. Butler into the front court. His team up by 7. Beyond the arc for 3. Here comes the screen. Oh, the Heat right there to take it away. Butler won't go down. To Butler. Ah, rocking the rim.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Celtics have it. From long range, it's good for 3.
Consistency wins a game. Sometimes you have to double down. I'm sure that's what their coach told them to do in the locker room. Keep shooting your shot.
Dragic with the basketball. Up 6. Butler. Deep right corner. Going a launch. Beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Tatum. Textbook defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Trying to cash in. Rebound, Ojale. And they call it.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2. Celtics come away with it. Not done yet. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Butler to bring it up. Up 5. Slam dunk.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Lets it fly from long range. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. To Waiters. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Great feed, sets it up. Goran Dragic. Not shaken for the early struggles. Maybe this is a sign of things to come.
You see, Ed, skill levels at this game are at an all-time high. Inside-out threats are tough. You got to make it hard for him to actually catch the ball in those higher percentage areas.
Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
Bulldog. Look, it ain't always going to be pretty, but this is a results-oriented business, and this dude will always give you a good ROI.
Into the front court, it's Walker. The margin standing now at 7. Hayward. Oh, that's how it's done.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing, man.
And the slam.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
Timeout Boston. They'll need a quick shot and then likely a quick foul in what is now a 2-possession game. Walker. The Heat have the rebound. Dragic. He has struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5. The Heat with the victory. They've jumped out in front 1-0 in this best-of-7 series. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.